Have you ever wondered if you should give your dog or cat CBD? Well, today we're going to dive into this exciting and evolving area of veterinary medicine, specifically using CBD as a pain reliever or for cancer. We're going to explore how it works, what some of the latest science says, how to choose a product, and how much you should give. Hi, pet parents. I'm Dr. Vanessa Rizzo. I'm with Hope Veterinary Oncology Services, and we bring veterinary cancer care closer to home. We do this to help the millions of people who do not have easy access to veterinary oncology. One way in which we do this is by producing this channel. So if you give us a like and hit the subscribe button, you'll be paying it forward. Your support of this channel keeps it running and ultimately will help another pet parent in need. Okay, so what is CBD? Some of you probably already know that CBD, or cannabidiol, is one of the active ingredients in the cannabis plant. There are different varieties of the cannabis plant, like industrial hemp or marijuana. Industrial hemp contains little to no THC, which is the psychoactive compound or chemical that's found in the marijuana plant. Our bodies also make cannabinoids. They're called anandamide, and 2-arachidonyl glycerol. Yep, our body, your dog's body, your cat's body makes a very similar compound to CBD. So why would that be? Well, there's something inside of us called the endocannabinoid system, or ECS. The ECS is a complex cell signaling system that's found in, well, all of us, including dogs and cats. It plays a crucial role in a lot of the body's functions, like pain control, sleep, mood, appetite, memory, temperature control, inflammation, and immune system functions. The ECS consists of the chemicals I just mentioned, which are collectively called endocannabinoids, cannabinoid receptors like CB1 and CB2, and the enzymes that degrade these chemicals. CB1 receptors are mainly found in the brain and central nervous system, and CB2 receptors are found mostly in immune system cells and also sometimes in peripheral organs. All vertebrates, meaning humans, dogs, cats, birds, fish, frogs, snakes, and one non-vertebrate called a sea squirt has an endocannabinoid system. And they all make endocannabinoids that structurally look very similar to CBD, which is the cannabinoid that the hemp plant makes. And it's called a phytocannabinoid. So we have endocannabinoids, endo meaning within us, and the plant has phytocannabinoids, phyto meaning plant. So back to CBD, the cannabinoid that we extract from the hemp plant. Unlike THC, again, which is the psychoactive cannabinoid found in the marijuana plant, CBD does not get your dog high. Instead, it interacts with the ECS system to help reduce pain, reduce inflammation, and there's growing evidence to suggest that they might have some anti-cancer properties. So let's take a look at some of the science. Several studies have shown that CBD can effectively manage pain, particularly chronic pain associated with conditions like osteoarthritis. In a placebo-controlled study, dogs receiving CBD showed significant improvement in pain levels and mobility without serious side effects. Many of my patients are geriatric, and they sometimes come to me already on medications, maybe for hypothyroidism or Cushing's disease, arthritis. Then you add in cancer, and they're probably receiving chemotherapy and supportive supplements to help that chemotherapy work better, or to mitigate some of the side effects, or hopefully to help control the cancer directly. For this reason, I like to use as many medications and supplements that are not in pill form, because I don't really like my patients getting pill after pill after pill. Now, some of them don't really mind because the pill usually comes with a treat, but for some families this is very difficult. So any medication or supplement that I can give in the form of a liquid or a chewable treat, that's what I'm going to prefer. And luckily, CBD is one of those supplements. It does come in a capsule form, but it is also readily available as a liquid and a chewable treat. But anyway, back to the science. So what about cancer? Does CBD actually help patients with cancer? Well, maybe. Research is still in the early stages, but we do know that a lot of types of cancer express CB1 and CB2 receptors. And there seems to be promising signs for utilizing CBD as an anti-cancer agent. For example, a study done at Cornell revealed that CBD can induce apoptosis, or programmed cell death, in cancer cells, which potentially could slow down tumor growth. And in other studies, CBD has been shown to inhibit angiogenesis. Angiogenesis is the process that tumors use to make new blood vessels to feed themselves. So these early studies suggest that CBD may not only be useful for managing pain, but might also be useful for controlling tumor growth. Again, the research is still really early, so while this does sound promising and I am excited about it, it's very difficult to make black and white conclusions from these preliminary studies. What is nice to know is that in a recent randomized placebo-controlled study published in the American Journal of Veterinary Research, the safety of long-term CBD use in dogs was confirmed, though I will say I don't know if any of the dogs in this study had cancer. Now, that being said, if you're thinking about using CBD for your dog, please consult with your veterinarian first. Okay, so let's say you did that. You consulted with your vet, you got the okay, and now you want to buy a product. Well, I bet you if you Google CBD for dogs or CBD for cats, you are going to find an overwhelming number of products to choose from. So which one do you buy? I'm going to tell you the criteria that I look for in a product, and then I'll tell you a couple of my favorites. Number one, you are likely going to come across advice that says you need a certain combination of THC to CBD to really achieve some kind of effect, whether that's anti-anxiety, reduction in inflammation, reduced tumor growth. However, that advice is for humans. THC is toxic to dogs and cats, so you want to find a product that has less than 0.3% of THC. Number two, CBD can be extracted from the hemp plant in a variety of ways. Some of those methods leave traces of alcohol, ethanol, methane in the product. So you want to look for a company that uses a clean extraction method. One clean extraction method seems to be the use of CO2, or carbon dioxide, to actually take the chemical out of the plant. This will leave no traces of toxic compounds in the finished product. So you're looking for a clean extraction method. Number three, not all products come clearly labeled. Remember, none of these products are regulated by the FDA, so there's no rules saying what needs to be on the label. For example, some products will say that this capsule or bottle of liquid contains CBD, but how much CBD? What kind of CBD? Does it contain anything else? Some products will state that the bottle contains 30 milligrams of CBD. In other cases, you'll be looking at a bag of CBD treats, and the bag will say 30 milligrams of CBD. Well, you have to read the fine print to find out, does the whole bag contain 30 milligrams of CBD? Or is there 30 milligrams of CBD in one treat? There's a big difference between the efficacy of those two products. And finally, I'll just mention again, make sure that there is no THC, or less than 0.3% of THC. And if the label doesn't tell you any of that information, you want to stay away from it. Number four, when deciding on any supplement, CBD or anything else that is not regulated by the FDA, which are all supplements, you want to try to find a product that has third-party testing. So this is where the company that makes the supplement hires an outside lab to test their product independently to confirm that what they are claiming is inside the capsule or the bottle of liquid or the chewable treat is actually in there. Products that are not regulated by the FDA are under no obligation to actually put the advertised product inside the capsule. Number 5, cannabinoids are extracted from the hemp plant, and these plants are grown in the United States. But companies can also source their cannabinoids from other countries. Now, there may not be anything inherently wrong with this, but agricultural guidelines and regulations are different from country to country. Sometimes they may be better than the United States, but sometimes they may be worse. So I do look for products that were produced in the United States. So if you care about that, you may want to find a product that was produced in the United States. Now, I know that sounds like a lot of things to look for, but there are a lot of good products out there that adhere to all of those guidelines I just suggested. It just takes a little bit of time to do your own research to find a product that meets your needs and your requirements. Some may be more important than others to you. Now, I promised I would tell you what my favorite products are, and there are 2. The first is a chewable treat by a company called Vet Sciences, and the second is a capsule by a company called Pet Relief, and the specific product is called Centessa. The reason I like both of these products is because they not only meet the 5 criteria that I just laid out, but each product contains a high milligram strength of CBD. The Pet Relief Centessa capsule contains 30 milligrams of CBD, and the Vet Sciences chewable treat for large breed dogs contains about 19 milligrams of CBD and 30 milligrams of hemp extract total. Why do I care about this? Well, the amount of CBD is very important to its efficacy. Just think about if you take Tylenol for your headache, 1 may not do it, but 2 definitely will. So what dose do you need for dogs? Well, in a Cornell study published a few years ago, they found that a dose of about 1 milligram per pound or 2 milligrams per kilogram seemed to be the most efficacious for pain relief in dogs who had arthritis. Now that's actually a lot of CBD. Think about a golden retriever that weighs about 70 pounds or 32 kilograms. That's going to be somewhere between 65 and 70 milligrams of CBD twice a day. So if you're using the Pet Relief Centessa capsule, that's 2 capsules twice a day. Or if you're using the chewable treat, that's at least 2 chewable treats twice a day. Unfortunately for cats, we don't know if the same dose is needed to relieve their pain. Cats often get the short end of the stick when it comes to research studies. Now, while the potential benefits of CBD seem to be really exciting, just understand that this is new research and it's not a cure-all. I almost never use CBD alone. I'm using it with other supplements and traditional Western medications for a well-rounded regimen to help my patients. And every dog and cat is different. So again, if you're thinking about using this for your pet, please consult with a veterinarian first. If you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. If you found it useful, please give us a like and hit the subscribe button. And please share it with any pet parents you think might find it useful. Again, my name is Dr. Vanessa Rizzo. I'm with Hope Veterinary Oncology Services, and we bring veterinary cancer care closer to home.